This is a pretty lovely hand, I have to say. I cannot complain. Mainly because we have, well, it's pretty stacked, you know, Foreign Collects and Primeval Titan. This Liliana and a Hoover. Goes Vacuum. Eh, it is what it is. Exile card from a graveyard. You know what? That's really annoying. Exile card from a graveyard means we are not going to be able to do any synergies here. They've got Demolition Field. But we've got Field of Ruin. I don't really want to use Field of Ruin because it means I get a swamp, and swamps are really powerful in the deck that cares about swamps, right? So I really do wish they didn't have this. Oh, you know what? In another circumstance where the game went long, we would have so lost to this, because every time we would have targeted the land, they would have then exiled it from a graveyard. That would have been incredibly frustrating, and we actually got lucky that, let's face it, they probably missed a land drop there, but my god, that hoses us so bad. So guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're looking at Soul of Windgrace. This deck was kindly given to me by Red Hawk, who is my highest tier patron, so thank you once again, Red Hawk. So Red Hawk gets the perk of, I basically continuously gets to look at the deck lists that he supplies me, and he's a really good builder, to be honest. There's some really awesome builds. There's actually probably about 4 or 5 videos so far inspired by Red Hawk's deck. So this is the latest one that I wanted to do. He gave me a choice between this and Gitrog Monster. I'll probably be doing Gitrog Monster at another point, because surprisingly I haven't actually done that one yet. But Soul of Windgrace is pretty crazily powerful. Whenever I face one, it's almost always land destruction. So it's nice to see that this particular build isn't, because it's more of a landfall build, which I find quite exciting. The land destruction build is just evil. I mean, go ahead and make it if you want to, but this is not going to be that one. You can imagine how powerful that is. You basically blow up your opponent's lands and you steal them. So let's read what Soul of Windgrace does, if you don't know. So it's 1 and Jund for a 5/4. Pretty good stats already. But whenever Soul of Windgrace enters or attacks, you may put a land card from a graveyard on the battlefield under your control. So that works with any graveyard. So fetch lands are great. And then it has one of, well, he's got 3 abilities actually. Green, discard a card, gain 3 life. Red, discard a card, draw a card. Black, discard a card, give him indestructible and all them tap it. Now, this is actually arena shifted. You can see the A symbol in the circle on the card. That means that this card has been altered in some way. Now, something that I just thought of, which would probably make it easier to understand the change, could be that maybe they highlighted the parts that differed from the paper card. Now, I only know this because I've been playing the game for a while, but I'm pretty sure the differences between this one and the paper one is the activate abilities here are just so much cheaper. In the paper one, they're a bit more expensive. Now, I don't really know why they did that, because this card is already so strong with just the first paragraph, which is interesting to think they went, oh, you know what, let's just buff it by making the 3 abilities even stronger. That is a bit strange. It didn't need that. It already saw play regardless. And I think they should have used that time to revise other crappy older cards that nobody uses. It is peculiar to make something stronger and leave weak things weak. That is odd, especially for a game that they're adamant of changing digitally. So that's my critique of this card. It's already strong. Also, I really hate the artwork. It looks like it's an enchantment. It's looking away from the camera. It's off center. It's just bizarre. It's just a bizarre artwork for a creature card. And you know, I've done some art on my time, and you know, I make thumbnails for my YouTube channel every day. When you have something that looks off center, it's just a bit jarring. I think most characters are in the center. Look at this: Lotus Cobra, Monroe Elves, Deesa, blah blah blah. Anyway, we're getting off piece now, but that's just, you know, my critique of that. And some of you probably like all these critiques anyway, because that's what makes my channel different. I'm not just talking about winning the game of Magic. So Red Hawk's deck list is really good. The only issue here is that I do not have all of the cards in it. So we're going to have to do that thing where we just go through and we edit. Now, I got some feedback from a few viewers before who said, oh, skip to this part of the timestamp to ignore all the talking. And I thought, ignore all the talking. Well, I'm just going to talk a bit more then to annoy those people. But if you didn't like the talking, why the hell are you watching the channel? That is just bizarre. Most people who watch the channel like the deck tech part, even though I understand statistically it is the most skipped part of the video. So the irony is that those people won't be hearing this anyway. So I can say what I want about those people, right? That's the irony. That's fine. I get it. People, time is limited. You only have so much time. But man, people live in this ADHD TikTok generation where they just can't watch deck tech, even though this is a deck tech channel with gameplay. How do you learn if you just watch the gameplay? Maybe you can, but the deck tech is quite integral in a lot of parts. So let's just go through the deck now, and we have to take out the stuff I don't have because I don't have any rare wild cards. I'm used up. But if you do want to support the channel via donation, Ko-fi or Patreon, that really helps. That helps me unlock more wildcards so I can make more decks for you. So check out the details below. So let's just take out some of these quickly because I don't want to waste too much time here. So I've got Prismatic Vista, a Mythic land. I just cannot unlock it. I don't have the wildcards. Blaze, My Verge. That is grayed out, so I do not have that. So I looked earlier, we have 40 lands in the deck. Let's just look at some rare lands that I think would be a good fit. There might be something that I normally use and hasn't been put in. Phyrexian Tower is pretty good. Any kind of... I think Garenbrig's kind of nice because we have some big green creatures. That's going to make it a bit easier to cast out. Wow, we don't even have the fast lands in here, which is like some of the strongest ones. I'm definitely going to put those in. I know this goes... land choice is a bit subjective because there's so many dual lands now, there's no right answer. So just use, for dual lands, I just don't think it matters too much what you choose. But when it comes to these fast lands, I really, really love these. The ones that come in tapped unless you control 2 of your other lands, so they're really good. Don't worry, guys, this bit shouldn't take too long. And there's the other fast land there. Do I have any nice arts? No, not for those. And just making sure I've got all the tries as much as possible. Cavern Souls don't really care too much. Fabled Passage should probably come in, though. I see what Field of Ruin is in here, so we can get rid of your opponent's stuff. Fabled Passage, Twisted Landscape. I find it weird why... I guess those are fine. Yeah, I mean... These lands are fine. Oh, I'm torn now. So I have this one unlocked, which is part of the cycle I just took out. So because of my OCD, I'll take that one out, I think. And... Takenuma. Argoth. Is Titania in here? Okay, so we've got the Titania and Argoth thing going on. So yeah, sorry, I'm kind of blind to this just because there's 41 lands. I've not really looked at it myself. Trying to keep it like a fresh perspective. I can see maybe why Castle Garenbrig's not in here because it does require forest. We do have a lot of forest. Yeah, okay. Fine, we'll leave that out. Let's just... So how many lands are we at now? We're at 40 lands. And we haven't chosen a deck background. Oh, that's... We have to do that. It doesn't really matter too much. Just make it a bit pretty. Right. Why did that not load? So selected it. I'll have to confirm. Of course you have to confirm. Bloody hell. Right. Okay. 40 lands. Let's start to look at the body of the deck now. So, Creative Behemoth. I'm sorry, dude. I still haven't had this unlocked. I don't think I ever will. It's just part of me. I'm never going to unlock it. Disa. Really cool card. Cares more about Lurgoyce. Don't really have many of those. Blossoming Turtle, a card that cares about milling, that's fine. Omen Path cares about putting lands into play, that's fine as well. Kodama, this is pretty good, but this probably cares more about modifications, which we don't really have much of. So I think, unless my eyes deceive me, I think this is everything is unlocked now. So I've got 5 cards to slot in. One thing I like to do before anything else, I like to look at the Jund cards, see what Jund fun stuff we have going on here. Unleash Inferno, that's crazy good. Kill something, basically 7 damage to creature opponents all good. Then when you deal excess damage, you can destroy Artifact Enchantment with less than equal mana cost. That's pretty sick. Do you like that? Xeotaurus Envoy, when it does come down to a player, look at the top card of the library. You may play a land from the top of your library because spell. That's awesome. That involves lands as well. I think that's going to go in. Choose land, create 3 tokens that are copies of it, except they're 3/3s in addition. That's kind of fun. Probably a bit too expensive, though. I think we'll also put Corvold in because he sacks lands and we can replay them with Soul of Windgrace. Whenever it enters or attacks. Is that Panharmonicon worthy, guys? Imagine that. Imagine Panharmonicon with this. It's pretty good. Additional. I like to put the word additional in because it shows you stuff. Ooh, we don't have any. We don't have a Toxic Deluge in it. I mean, that's already immediately come to mind. What Deadly Cover Up? Destroy all creatures. It's a very expensive kill spell. I want to use it as naturally as possible, and I could kind of see, but the upside for this is so low, like Evidence 6, to just look in the hand and get rid of stuff with the same name, but that doesn't work because it's commander format and there's singles of, so let's just take that out. There will be a few things that I have to change. I just have to. So looking for one more thing. The word additional. I've got Azusa. Lets you play additional lands. That could be really, really nice with certain synergies, like playing stuff from the graveyard. I think we'll pop an Azusa in. I want to get into games. So I think that's pretty much what I'm happy with. I can see that we may come back later to fund a few things. But yeah, I think it's not that offensive what I've taken out. I think tactically speaking, it's a lot tighter now. I know Red Hawk, you like me to use stuff as naturally as it comes, but unfortunately, as I said, I don't have the wildcards to do that at all times. So I do apologise. I don't have the investment available for that right now. But yeah, the rest of the deck, I think this looks pretty damn good. 40 lands. So the whole idea is comes in, gets fetch lands back, gets your opponent's fetch lands back. It's really, really nice. And let's see how many people we can take out with this Solar Windgrace. All right, let's keep this hand. It's always insane to have Mystic in turn 1, isn't it? Ambergris. Okay. They're probably going to have removal here, since they are playing red. Bounce to our hand. Fair. Could have been killed. Could have been worse. I feel like they're just going to kill... I feel like they're just going to kill the Cobra. I don't want to give them the Cobra. We'll give them the... Elvish Mystic. They don't want to kill it. We can't optimize this anyway, because if we played it there, we couldn't have gone for a fetch to get anything, so it would have felt kind of bad. But yeah, I can see how crazy Solar Windgrace is with just any fetch lands. We've actually got so many different things we can do. Let's start with this. Get a red source. Now, if they have a counter spell, one blue counter spell, I'm going to be quite sad. Oh, that's cool. So we actually get away with casting the Solar Windgrace. I can kind of see now why those automatic fetch lands are in the deck. That does make a lot of sense, actually. Yeah. Because they come in, they automatically fetch even... Yeah, because this makes it come and tap, which means the fetch lands are a bit slower. But yeah, now we've resolved this. Sprite Dragon. That can get pretty big. Coming in hot. The fact they're getting low on cards and having file is kind of crazy as well. Whenever this attacks... That's wild. Let's fetch now. The fact he can get them every attack as well, that's just insane. That is really quite insane. And we can surveil potentially another good land in the graveyard. Byleth, that's going to stay on top. He just does too much, I think. 1 mana, make him indestructible. It's crazy. You should discard a land, of course, but that's no biggie. Down to 18. And Unleashing Inferno is an instant, so... Three, 4, 5. I'm just going to pass. There is no reason to do anything. Oh, okay, well... 7 damage, and we kill the file. That's crazy. That's so powerful. 4 mana, instant speed, kill 2 things. It's like a little decimate. Petit decimate. Whenever you attack, discard your hand to draw 2. Interesting. Looks like they might be getting rid of these 2 randoms. Land. That seems pretty good, right? It's a good card. No blocks. Phylath. Seems pretty good as well. Basics. Right, let's try and bolt it. Fair enough. That's gone. So many lands. I think we're just going to get some basics because we have Phylath. We don't really want the blue source. We'll go for the red. 13. If they have a board wipe, it's going to be a bit sad. Ah, okay. I'm playing very cautiously. But I think having the Phylath is just going to be a really good recovery. Like, if they choose to wipe our field somehow. Prismatic Vista. It's kind of crazy how powerful Soul of Windgrace is. Because everyone uses fetches, even mono decks. Looking for more things. No, I'm just thinking about blocking. Alchemist's Greeting. 2 mana. They don't have 2 mana to do 4 damage, though. So... oh, they're just going to bounce it. Interesting. You know what? I'm actually going to block that. Quite a bit of damage. Slimefoot and Squee. Let's get another basic. So Phylath's going to come in with loads of tokens here. Not sure how they're going to come back from this, but... Prismatic Vista. We're actually getting a life from this as well. That's kind of nice. And a decent blocker. 4 counters is a lot. It really is. We're actually running out of basics. Down to 7. If they have a mass board wipe, it's going to be bad. But we do have a deluge. We'll see. What happens when that flips? You may discard your hand and draw 2. If you do, deals 8 damage to each opponent rates the number of cards you've discarded this turn. Okay. So they've basically made a madness deck. Down to 10. We have to block, really. Let's do that. Nice. Wow. Phylath is kind of crazy. You know what? Playing on Saturdays, absolute joke. Playing a Mythweaver Pock. Again. Is there nothing else? You know, it's a good thing I've just lost all humanity in myself playing this game. I just don't care anymore. I'll just play it. I'll play it because if you quit, all that will happen is there'll be another one. So you might as well stay. That's the irony. People say quit, and I do. Trust me, I quit a lot of Pock matches, but... oh, baby. Lotus Cockra. Right. Let's kill that, so they don't get Pock next turn. Beautiful. Can we kill him with the Iridescent Vine Lasher? Love that word. It's a great word, isn't it? Iridescent. Or, if you don't understand the English language, Iridescent. Iridescent. Nice. Land of War Elves? We no think so. We do need removal, though, because when they pock us, we need to smack them in the face. I mean, we could use pock, but it's just boring, isn't it? It's just boring. It's just really boring. Soul of Windgrace. Let's go. We can go with the Great Henge next turn, I think. We'll see. Yeah, we can. That'd be cray. And they'll only have a 4/4, so we can probably swing in with the Solar Windgrace. Oracle. Oh, no. Oh, no. Land on top. Land on top. Oh, come on, man. That's crazy. We definitely want to do this. I believe. We're gonna do it with the Iridescent Vine Launcher. Come on. Land. Raminap. Let's just play it off. Okay, so we have this is actually pretty good. They could trade here if they wanted. They didn't want to. Down to 12. Oh, this is cool. Clothis next turn comes down as a... Yeah, so here comes Pock. No land on the top, but they have land in the hand. And because Pock cares about... So its power is not counters, it's just power is... As is. Oh, Scoot Swarm, that's crazy. See how they respond to this. This is kind of bonkers. Man, if we can beat Park, I'm going to be pretty happy. Oh my goodness. Man, if we had 2 Iridescent Vine Lashes, they'd be dead already, I think. Trying to think what we should do here. We can't play any more lands. I guess we can... What do we do? Try and kill the Pock? Kill that. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. This is so crazy. Yes, we got revenge, guys. Come on. We killed a Pock. That's awesome feeling, isn't it? That just feels good. Feels good inside. Right, we'll keep this versus the bloody awful designed card here. It's kind of interesting, the opponent's game attack, because that's basically what you need after you've played against a myth with a Pock. A bloody glass of whiskey. Up the beanstalk. More like up the bumhole. Why do I phase this? Right. To be fair, we got some good stuff. We have some good stuff. Go for Clothis. Oh, nice. Although Clothis and Soul of Windgrace kind of fighting over the same stuff, right? Actually, I'm kind of confident in this match. Could be kind of good because we've got Unleashed Inferno, which is kind of sick. Oh, Scoot Swarm. That is probably going to have to die. I'm feeling... we just kill that now, or do we? I don't know. Give her this. When it does come damage, look at the top of the library. You may play a land from the top or cast spell with mana value less than it. You can damage dealt from top of the blah 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 blah. If you don't, put the card in your hand. That's pretty good. There's a lot of words. Let's just. I think we'll go for that then. That's a pretty cool rare, isn't it? Because next turn they're going to go for Mythweaver Pock and probably fetch land, right? Oh, we're going to die. We're going to die so badly. Fetch land? No, normal land. Wowzers. Who would have thunk? Ah, what do we kill? What do we kill? Please don't ramp again. Please, because then we won't be able to kill the up the beanstalk. They're going to fight. No, you son of a... So annoying. So goddamn annoying. Mythweaver bloody Pock. We have to do this now. God, I hate that card so much. Yeah, but you know, people boring, right? People boring. using the POC. I just don't think there's a way we can win. 5, 6, 7. So much mana. We need a board wipe. Scoot Swarm and Mythweaver POC. This is literally 2 of the cards that make me want to scream, pull out my hairs. Pull out my nose hairs. Nose hairs is the worst to pull out, really. The Beanstalk. I guess the only way is to bloody race him, isn't it? In this scenario, the birds is the same as the land. So, let's do this. Because we don't have anything else to sack anyway. I don't really want to sack the Clothis. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a good board wipe or something, but I just can't see this working out very well. Another fetch land for next turn, I guess. But yeah, when you have a POC and a Scoot Swarm, the only way out of this... Oh my goodness, Lumra. Oh, jeez. This is just an absolute joke at this point. How many lands did they mill? They milled 2, returned 2. Come on. Right, that's it. See you later. Concede. How many times do you guys do this? Click the cog and you go, concede. Cog, concede. Cog, concede. Cog, concede. Yeah. Cog, concede. The only reason I'm staying is because if I top deck a board wipe next turn, which I don't feel like I will, but we'll see. Down to 4. Well, that ain't a board wipe, is it, my friends? Yeah, absolute BS. Absolute BS. Right, I'm keeping his hand because I'm determined to try and use Zeotoro's Envoy. I want to see how good this is because it seems awesome. Planeswalker for free. Equal to damage. 5 power as well. That is very strong. I think we go for this first. It's not always a good idea to use your fetches first with this deck, but I just kind of want to clear the way so we can play early stuff like Cultivate. But again, that's ball ramp, but you have to. You kind of just have to, right? Ooh, Arboreal Grazer. That's a really, really nice hit, to be honest. We'll play the Field of Ruin. Sweet. Black. Red. Green. Cultivate will be good here so we can actually play the stuff we need to. Or we could just go for Solar Windgrace next turn. Maybe that's the thing to do with Twisted Landscape. Wall of Blossom, that's not what I expected to see there, to be honest. Oh no, we can't do that. Guess we'll have to cultivate. We need greens. Loads of greens. So next time we can go for Zendikar's Royal. Oh no, Scavenging Ooze. That's gonna really be annoying. They're gonna exile the land from our graveyard. Or we can go for Marorg. Oh, let's just play this. Wow, imagine this. Oh wow, I just thought Zeotoro's Envoy plus Marorg. That's crazy. So they don't exile the land from our graveyard. That is very foolish. Man, why is it the one time I use the graveyard deck, I keep seeing loads of exile effects today? Very strange. No white source. No white mana from them. How weird. And no creatures in graveyards to make the Scavenging Ooze any bigger. They're attacking. That's a bit weird. Let's see what they do here. I feel like there's going to be a combat trick. A white-green deck that didn't play a bloody spell. Wow, they're terrified of this. They're so terrified of this. Corvold. No way! That's a crazy hit! A Jund card that lets you draw a card. That's sick. Right. So now we can sack the Grazer. I don't know how they get back from this. We have so much resource. And we have a 6. Maybe the ooze will get annoying. I mean, yeah, we'll see. It's a 5-5 now. But if that's all they're doing, making that bigger, I don't really feel that worried. I feel like they might have a fight spell though, because they keep hovering over my things. Like, how many times do you want to hover over, dude? You could, unless you're like visually impaired, maybe. They definitely have some kind of fight spell, kill spell. Just do it. They're not going to do it. Okay. Right, we're going to use this for bloody mana now, because I don't like the way it doesn't tap that. It's very irritating. Okay. Whenever it attacks mill. Let's see what they do. My goodness. Cast out, wow. Wow, will you believe it? Oh, I can't believe they made that move. It was groundbreaking. You're so terrified of my creatures, but you're not doing anything about the one you're terrified about. And the one that's giving me free stuff. So, what can I say? We are very restricted from mana. We desperately need some red source. I feel like we are actually kind of getting terrorized by this one scavenging ooze, though, I have to admit. Looking at every card as if it's the first time they've seen it. I mean, quite possibly, but my goodness. So Yasharn's annoying because it stops us from sacrificing stuff. To pay stuff, though. So we can't use Slimefoot and Squee. Jeez, man. Just do what you're going to do. We're looking at the cast out now. Absolutely terrorized. Absolutely being terrorized by speed and decisions. Lotus Cobra. That ain't that good. Move for Revels. Hopefully this can turn the tide, because I'm getting fed up with this match. Vine Lasher. Nice. I think we still swing in as well with this. Why do they keep looking at this enchantment? It doesn't. There's nothing's going to change with those. Okay. Oh, and a fetch land. That's pretty good. We definitely need the red. Now, the red is great because now it means next turn we can go for Marorg. It's kind of weird how they've only got basics because I feel like Ruin has completely disabled this match. It would have been nice, especially with Marorg. You know, we've got 3 landfall cards in our hand that we'd like to trigger. I feel like a board wipe would be very good for them. However, we would just rebuild. Prayer of Binding. Is the whole deck enchantments? I mean, it's kind of an interesting theme, but it doesn't synergize with Yasharn whatsoever. Jesus. All these enchantments. So they do all of that. They play the enchantments of the things they want to stop, and then they look at the thing. It's like, but surely you kind of already knew what was going to happen. Oh well. Surely you should look at the creature before you decide which enchantment to put on them, right? Frustrating. Now we can go for this. Yeah, so actually now I don't want to use the Dotted Halfling because that is now an attack potential. Another mana dork. That's annoying. Creatures get +1 for each time they have attacked this turn. Okay. It's kind of cool. Extra attack steps. ×2. Oh, this is actually pretty brutal, isn't it? Or is it going to make any difference whatsoever? Probably not. They're down to 14. Let's just do this because they all get a power boost. So they can potentially block the first time, but the second time is going to be trickier because they would have already taken damage. So Yasharn's going to have 2 damage marked, but yeah, I think this could potentially be it for them. Especially if they're not careful. Because all of my survivors will essentially be able to attack again with an extra power each time. And their defense gets weaker each time. And they're looking at Journey to Nowhere again as if that has any bearing. So now we're going to go in again. And now suddenly their defenders don't look so good. Right. But now they have to block the Slamfoot and Squeak. Well, I mean, they don't have to, but it'd be a bit risky. Wow, they're actually going to do that. And then they're going to take 5 goes to 3. Wow, okay. But here's the thing. With Yasharn not on the field, it means we can now use Slamfoot and Squee. Damn, I'm so grateful that's over. That was pretty painful. Oh, thank goodness that's over. Did you know that you can help my channel by watching another one of my videos? Go ahead, you know you want to.